To color in our gargoyles, we're going to be using a process called wax resist. So for this project, we're going to be using oil pastels, a waxy tool, to color in our entire gargoyle. Afterwards, we're going to paint it with a watered down acrylic paint, and anywhere where our oil pastel touched our gargoyle, the paint will not stick to it. So every other spot that you leave blank, it will absorb that paint. So what I always like to start with are the eyes. And for the eyes, we should be using white because otherwise it's going to turn the entire thing black. You want to be able to see it. So if you pick up an oil pastel, it's a little bit dirty, you might want to clean it on a piece of paper so that whatever residue from other colors isn't transferring onto your gargoyle. And then once you've cleaned it off well, you really want to color in the eye really well. You want to make sure that everything is covered, the sides of it. And I know it's tough to tell where you colored it in, but it's really important that you take your time with that step. Once you've colored in both eyes, then you can color in the rest of your gargoyle using the rest of your oil pastels. When you're done, just double check that you have everything covered, because if you remember, anything that is left white will turn black once we paint it with acrylic paint. Also remember that if you have teeth, you have to color those white, because if you forget, then they will turn black in the process. Now we're going to take this over to the sink and paint it to reveal our final product. Now I like to do this part over the sink because we're using acrylic paint and acrylic paint stains. So try to keep it in the sink area. And I'm going to be using a diluted acrylic paint and water mixture. And I'm just going to paint my entire gargoyle. I'm going to make sure that I cover everything so we have no spots left. Once everything is finished, we can run it under water immediately and rinse off the excess paint. And what we're left with is this really cool weathered looking gargoyle.